Good afternoon again, Dave.
Hello there.
Are you going to show me a few of the bikes?
Yes, absolutely.
In blood bikes, what you use?
Yeah, let me run through some of the transport we use for blood bikes.
Right.
Yeah. Firstly, we've got the main workhorse of our organisation, the Kawasaki Versys 1000cc bike.
Right.
This is a standard Kawasaki issued bike with a few extras on it, and it's fully liveried up to be highly visible when we're travelling about the Devon roads.
It certainly is, isn't it?
Okay, the bikes are fully equipped with all the equipment we need for carrying out our blood bike roll.
Right.
So around the back of the bike here.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, indeed.
It may sound silly. Are they bigger lights you've got on there, or are they normal lights?
They're auxiliary running lights.
Yeah.
Which we use during the day, and it just heightens our visibility that much more, so that drivers can see us nice and easily.
Right. Okay. Thank you for that.
Okay, coming round to the back of the bike carries two panniers, one either side.
Blood.
And in one pannier is where we collect blood and transport it to the hospitals.
Right.
And the other side is all our backup equipment on the other one.
Right.
On the front of the bike, we've got what we call a CAD, which is a computer-aided dispatch system, which is a professional sat-nav, but it also has all our jobs come in electronically, so that the rider can see what jobs he's got electronically without having to stop.
Yeah, it's very good, isn't it? And how old is this bike?
This bike's about 18 months old.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay.
So because of the amount of miles we do on the road, and one bike could be used by up to 10 different riders.
Okay.
So they're doing on average 100 to 150 miles every night.
Really?
So that over the course of a year is probably about 10 times what the average motorcyclist would do with his own bike.
So the bike can stand that then?
Absolutely.
Really?
That's why we have such large bikes.
Oh, okay.
Because they can take the abuse and the individual rider traits of each individual rider, so they're not going to break or wear out too quickly.
They really are a speciality bike, aren't they?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know.
And this is what they call an adventure tourer.
Yeah.
And it can cope with motorways, dual carriageways, A and B roads, but a lot of our work is Devon country lanes.
Really?
Which are a single vehicle width
Yeah, of
apart,
course.
grass and gravel down the middle. But
Yeah.
if we're taking medication to a patient out in the countryside, the bike's got to be able to cope with it.
Of course.
And this is the perfect bike to do
Yeah.
that with.
Fantastic. And how many of these have you got in your fleet?
Okay, so the Kawasaki Versys 1000, we've got 6.
6.
We've got 4 of their baby brothers, which is the Versys 650, and then we've got a couple of oddities tagged on top. We've got a BMW 1200 RT, and then just down the row of bikes here.
Yeah.
If we have a wander down
Yeah,
there,
let's have a wander.
I can show you one or two of our other bikes.
Okay.
So this is a bit of a speciality bike.
Is
This
it?
is a Can-Am Spider.
Okay.
Which is a 1300cc trike. It's a fully operational bike for doing blood bike work.
Can you say the name again, please?
It's a Can-Am Spider.
Thank you. There's a lot of people going and buy, so I wanted to make sure we got the
So
name.
this is fully operational and can
Yeah.
be used for our blood bike work. We tend to use this more for charity events.
Oh, really?
But it can also be used by people that
we just go
are
around the side.
either intimidated by two-wheel bikes, because
Okay.
the 1000cc is a big bike,
Yep.
or anybody who's got any sort of disability can still use this.
Really?
Because the controls are more akin to driving a car.
Looks quite comfortable, doesn't it? Looks easier to ride than a big two-wheeler.
It is. Obviously, the disadvantage with having a trike as opposed to a bike is you can't weave through traffic and filter to make reasonable progress safely.
And do they not make way for you, the traffic?
They do if they see us coming.
Yeah, exactly.
99% of motorists on the road, if they see us coming down
Exactly.
the road, they'll help us to make
Yes.
progress, knowing that we could be taking an urgent commodity
Yeah, it's life
to
and
help
death.
somebody in the community.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. And how many of these bikes have you got in your fleet?
Well, this is the only one we've got.
Oh, the
And
only
in
one
fact,
you've got?
This is the only
Let me just
Can-Am
get round.
Spider in the country.
Is it?
That is liveried up as a blood bike.
Really?
Yeah, so it's quite a speciality.
It looks a bit like a quad bike.
I suppose, yeah. An extra wheel would be a quad bike. Obviously,
Yeah.
3 wheels is a trike.
Okay. And this is quite big in the back, isn't it?
There's a lot of luggage capacity.
Yeah. Yeah.
As I say, it's great for when we come to events for fundraising.
Yeah.
The kids can climb all over it.
Really? Yes. And what's that white thing?
That's just, as I mentioned before, if anybody's got a disability of any
Oh, I
sort, they
see.
can't ride a bike. And Russell, our CEO, is riding this at the moment, so he's able to pop his crutch in there.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's not for a Winchester repeater.
Okay. Right. Shall we move on to another one,
Okay.
please?
So this next bike down here is one I talked of earlier. So this
Oh,
is
it's
the
the same
Kawasaki
one.
Versys 650.
Yeah.
So this is the baby brother of the 1000cc bike.
Right.
And again, this bike is ideal for people who find the 1000cc a bit intimidating, but also female riders, which are normally a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
Sometimes find it a bit of a challenge to actually
Yeah.
touch the ground on the 1000.
Yeah.
This is a much lower bike.
Right.
So again, it's coming back to this. We're not eliminating anybody
No.
from riding as a volunteer.
That's good. Shall we go on to the next bike then?
Okay, so this next one down here is
Right.
another Kawasaki Versys 1000.
Yeah, very colourful, aren't they?
Yeah, this one is obviously its base colour is green.
Yeah.
As the last one we saw was black.
Yeah. Just get them. Can't really do it with them going past. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic, aren't they? Now, has there ever been a time when a driver taking blood or whatever, have they ever had themselves a problem on the road and they need to call for help?
Obviously, as motorcyclists, we're all susceptible
Yeah.
to the dangers of road,
Yeah.
solely because we haven't got a nice solid cage around us
Yeah.
like a car.
Yeah.
And this is one of the reasons all our riders have to be advanced riders, because it's all about observation, anticipation, and risk assessment, so that they can ride safer on the road, as safe as possible.
Well, I was thinking more of the elements, you know, with heavy floods or something like that.
Okay.
And then that's what I was, if they got stuck, who
Absolutely.
would they call?
Okay, if the weather gets so intense, the adverse weather conditions become dangerous,
Yeah.
then our operations manager would make a blanket call to take the bikes off the road for safety.
Yeah.
But we have a small fleet of 4x4
I
cars,
see.
which we can insert in their place.
Yeah.
The worst thing for a blood bike organisation is to turn around to an NHS facility
Yeah.
and say, sorry, we can't do that
Yeah,
job.
of course.
Because that's somebody's life,
Yeah.
their quality of life, which is being put on hold because we can't do the job.
So really-
I think there's been very few times
Yeah.
that we've been able to say, sorry, we can't do that. We will always make the effort.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
to
sure
go
you
above and
would.
beyond
Yeah.
doing that job.
So really, you've thought of everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the best you can.
Yeah, so during the winter, if there's ice and snow
Yes.
around, too dangerous for 2 wheels.
Yeah.
But a 4x4 would still be safe enough.
Right.
Again, with safe driving.
Yes, yes. Well, they're wonderful, aren't they? So how much would one of these cost?
Okay, the basic bike, without all the yellow livery on it,
Yeah.
would cost about between £12,000 and £14,000. But with all the livery on and all the special equipment, we're talking nearer 20,000. It's a lot of money for a bike.
It is a lot.
And those bikes have got to be serviced and safety checked regularly.
Yeah.
Which is where the public come in supporting us.
So if you had 20,000, you could buy one of these bikes, and then how much would it be per year to look after it, roughly?
Yeah, we're talking probably between £4,000 and £5,000 a year. That's the fuel, the servicing,
Yeah.
the
Insurance?
The insurance comes. We have blanket insurance for
Right.
the charity to protect our riders when they're out there on the road.
Right. So what did we say? 25,000 would cover
25,000
everything for
would
the
buy a
year.
bike and
For the
keep it
bike for a
going
year.
For a year.
So that's a nice figure to aim for, isn't it, when you're fundraising?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. And the other bike, the big bike, that would cost a lot more, would it?
The trike.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a very expensive bike.
Would you like to say how much?
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
You don't know exactly,
I
but a
think
lot
probably,
more.
Probably new. You're talking of between 25 and 35,000
Yeah.
pounds, depending on the spec.
And then you've got to keep it.
Yeah.
So when you do your fundraising, do you have targets? You say, right, if we raise this, we're going to buy this.
We do have things in the pipeline that we need so that we can say
Yeah.
we're raising money for a
Or-
specific
Yeah.
piece of
Yeah.
equipment.
Yeah.
But generally, a lot of the money we raise is basically just to keep the bikes on the road.
Really?
Fuel and maintenance.
Yeah.
We spend an awful lot of money on fuel. As I said earlier,
Yeah.
the bikes are doing 100 to 150
Yeah, of
miles
course.
every single night.
Yeah.
So they're being filled up easily 4 or 5 times a week.
Right. And do you buy the fuel at the same place to get all the points?
We try to use supermarkets.
That's it.
Anywhere where it's cheaper.
That's it.
As a charity.
And you can get points, can't you?
Absolutely. As a charity, we're using the public's donations to the best effect we can.
I'm
so
sure
we're
you
not wasting
are.
money.
Fantastic. Well, it was lovely talking to you.
That's lovely. Thanks very
And
much indeed.
thank you so much for all the information.
It's great. I'm very proud to be a blood biker.
I should think
as
you
my
are.
colleagues
Yes. It's so worthwhile what you're doing. And it's fantastic that the hospitals know that they can call upon you like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, we support the NHS.
Yes.
They know they can rely on us.
Yes. Well done.
Thank you very much indeed.
And good luck with your fundraising.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye.